Yo, most powerful ability in the game acquired. The run is going to get quite a bit more crazy very soon.
Absolutely massive, Toadette. Grips just took a few deaths getting sent back to that safety station.
I heard you guys like lore, right? Well, we have go fast left, we have go fast up with enemy, we have go fast down, and now we have go fast up without enemy. Charge jump acquired.
To Grenade Jump Tournament. My name is Shave, joined alongside Zemsis on commentary. We have the Silent Donut, aka CovertMuffin, up against Sirius, as you can see on your screens, rank 8 and rank 9, respectively. Both runners PBing during the tournament. Muffin with 30-13, Sirius with a 30 flat, not much separating the runners at all. Muffin's advancing through Turtle in the round of 32, Sirius seeding 9th, and of course advancing past Kleb. And Muffin in his last race against Turtle with 17 grenade jumps. Absolutely bananas. 3 conspiracy theorists walk into a bar. You can't tell me that's a coincidence, and it's no coincidence that we've got a great match coming for you. Zem, what did Sirius have to say before the race?
Yeah, I mean, I think first things first, we have to talk about a serious mental here. Challenging Muffin to a grenade jump off here in the tournament. This is best of 1 elimination, and everyone knows how much Muffin likes his grenade jumps. But Sirius said, you know what? What about we both do what's 20 seconds today? And that's exactly what we're getting. Just grenade jump after grenade jump after grenade jump, and but Sirius might not have picked up like the development of the past 1 or 2 days. He has been also optimizing some early game stuff around BRB and similar, so I think he's pretty confident as long as he doesn't die too often to that one laser we're going to skip.
Yeah, and if you're not familiar with what's 20 seconds, it's basically routing grenade in before the climb tree so you can get a whole bunch of grenade jumps, and it loses you about 20 seconds if you perform it optimally RTA with all the good angles. So it does lose more than that, but it is super fun, and we're going to see both runners going for it as part of a gentleman's agreement. For Muffin's part, he is a little bit nervous about this, not putting as much time into the game as he would like to because he's got 4 GDQ hotfixes coming up, so his headspace is kind of in another place right now. So he's not like too worried about winning. Just wants to, you know, put in his effort, try and relax as much as possible, not let any nerves get to him, and whatever happens, happens. He advances, Sirius advances. Either way, he's going to be pretty happy with it. Got stats ready for you as we get through this race, which is currently beginning. We have successfully skipped the prologue, one of the hardest things to do in the entire video game. And we're going to be hopping off to the left here. Not much going to be separating the runners in all likelihood here in the early going, particularly at this level. And they're going to be collecting sign, then performing some shenanigans to get the continuous Frankie fight. And just, yeah, like a quarter of a second separation there on the energy pickup. Not much of a big problem. Will they hug the Rhino? That's the question. No, this isn't a randomizer tournament, so they will not do that. They must save the frames.
Yeah, we will need every single frame. You alluded to it, our runners are only separated by like, what, 10 seconds in that tournament PBs. Sirius being ahead there, but also Sirius going with the more unfamiliar route to him, since Muffin is the one who's mostly pushing what's 20 on this level consistently. So anything can happen here. Let's see how the Frankie fight goes. We're seeing 2-1 on Muffin's side, 1-2 on Sirius' side. In the end, all the Frankies go away, and with this we can jump to the right and see how much we get trolled on that first bounce pad. That bounce pad always being more or less nice. Oh, Sirius getting the energy stack here, gonna be happy about that. And with that we can jump over through the bramble wall and start going for our coaster.
Yeah, Muffin got the health stack, so equal on that front, taking an extra hit off of the slime to set up the HP for Ghost, or both of them jumping at the same time over the rock, getting to the right, getting the Keystone. We'll be peeling back off to the left, fairly even here. Sirius with a little bit of cleaner movement around that ledge, getting just slightly ahead of Muffin on the Ghost, or did not see the UIs flicker. Looks like they're both on 1 HP, however. Yes, they are. And they're going to be heading off, in all likelihood, to the 4th health cell. I don't think there's more than one runner that goes for 3 HP currently in the tournament. So we will be seeing the safety health here. It's just a matter of what other safety health that we will be seeing and when we will be seeing it. I don't anticipate, Zem, that these runners competing at this level, around the 30-minute mark plus 13 for Muffin, that's... they're going to worry about much more than the standard sort of PB routes for health.
Yeah, but I can tell you right now, PB routes for health will not mean we're standing on 4 for most of the run here, at least on Muffin's side. I know he loves that Grotto 5th health cell, and I know exactly why. We're gonna see that. For now, it is time to see, are we getting flower skips?
Or skip
Yes,
both sides.
indeed. 2 flower skips, and with that, we can reach wall jump just a few seconds apart.
For skill of the game, need to acquire 9 more after this. Looks like they're going to be both around a 21 on the activation of the tree, which is a pretty good pace for the 4 HP route. Then we're going to go and get a health energy cell. My apologies, over on the left side here before doubling back to Blackroot. Not too sure if we're going to see some of the new tech from either of these runners. Not sure how practiced they are on that. We got some pause floats mixed in with different SA positions, all that good stuff. We'll see how it goes. Sirius gets the level up very nicely on the right-hand side, as does Muffin. A little bit, just a small bit of spaghetti in terms of hitting that flower pad, but no big deal. Getting Trojan logged, however, didn't quite get the grab on the first attempt, allowing Sirius to get just a little bit of a lead here in the early going.
Yeah, elbow being not a problem. We have not seen an instant drop on the way here, which means no bramble in the way to ruin our day or require an augmented damage boost or anything like that. So we can continue jumping over to the right. Muffin barely not being able to kill that slime before he collects the XP, which means he got a bit thrown back, losing another second or so there, especially with the slime shots also being a bit mean. Can now drop a safety save, and with this we're at Blackroot entry, and that safety save paying dividends. Wow. It is not the nicest of deaths like this, but at least we're not all the way back to wall jump. So good that Muffin plays that save there.
Yeah, that's one of the things about Muffin is that he's really in tune with his performance nerves. He's talked to me numerous times, but whenever he's on, a stage or doing races, he does get nervous. And when he's doing speedrun performances, he tends to take little extra safeties like that, just because he's very aware of what his nerve levels are, whether or not he's relaxed enough to be able to skip the safety saves or whether he should place them down. So obviously, Muffin, knowing where he's at right now, placing that extra safety save, not losing like a minute and a half to try and come back to Blackroot Bros. You like to see it. Sirius, in the meantime, is going to be jumping and lighting up some lanterns, dodging some projectiles. Looks like he's in a fairly decent position here for the lasers. Slight pause, then the jump, and it looks like we get the haircut. Oh no, he wasn't confident hitting that second jump pad, so he will not hit this cycle, and that will be 8 seconds possibly for Muffin to catch up on here on the left side of your screen as he is progressing through the darkness as well.
Yeah, having some really close shaves there with the projectiles, now getting through the lasers, reloading for a nicer platform cycle, so reload has to be subtracted there, but does get a nice cycle. Looking at his XP there, that looks to me like barely a slime. I'm really bad at judging these left, and it looks like Muffin agrees with me there. Yeah, collecting that one slime. So now both of our runners are set up for the Frankie Walk. On the right, we can see Sirius doing the auto-scroller behind the save anywhere. So going for one of the newest threads here where we save some time by not having to place down the save afterwards. instead. Now, as the stager goes up, Sirius can just walk back there, do his save anywhere, and then walk back to the right and just place a save down normally. There we are. Let's hope for him. That was fast menuing, that wasn't game storage, but it's looking nice so far. Here's a second one that was even faster, so let's hope again. But it worked out, but didn't get the stack, so Muffin can get some time here. Never mind, I saw that wrongly because I've never seen the stack in the air.
Yeah, that little backflip there didn't look like he was quite far enough to the left, but turns out he was. Muffin going for one of the newer strats that was found probably about, I want to say, November-ish, before we got this updated SA strat. That you saw Sirius do with the rekindle and carrying the orb over. The SA, of course, is a little bit faster, but Muffin more familiar with this strat, and he is through with the blind movement as well. Always like to see that so that they don't fall down in the pit and lose a whole bunch of time having to reload to a different save. He's going to be setting up an SA here for his Frankie walk, as he likes to mitigate lag with a hyperspeed through the Death Gauntlet door. But while he is walking Billy Sirius on the right side, yes, just 2 XP over for the Frankie walk, and he's into Grotto. Does get a health drop off the slime as well by the looks. Will we see Death Glide? No, we will just see regular Bramble kills, but with Quick Flame is fairly quick. Left side of your screen, we're going to get Muffin climbing up the wall here in short order. And looks like he is going to be setting up now for as well. And yep, he gets it. Setting up for the hyperspeed, dashing. And ooh, that save looked a little bit late. I don't know if he's got it. Yes, he did. Okay, good. And he is through. So Grotto skip right side for Sirius is good. He continues his 100% success rate on that, as he's going to be heading off towards double jump. Looks like we have about a 20-second lead for Sirius as of the dash tree.
Yeah, that is quite substantial for early game, but we all know where the bulk of that came from with that death that Muffin took. Speaking of Muffin, God Cycle now coming up for Muffin, so let's see, dashes over, but gets vaulted over the edge, so that's no God Cycle for him, 8 seconds lost. Meanwhile, Sirius now going for double jump blind movement here. The one thing I always ask myself, how far up the wall do we go? And we are up the entirety of the first right wall there. Very nice. With that, Sirius can now exit Grotto. Bit of a high five from the runners here, as Muffin is heading down to double jump tree. So let's see how well Grotto Skip is going to treat Sirius. Climbing up the wall, going for the instant jump, bonks the head, so not on the first attempt, but on the second, and getting a fake baguette jump with a broken crystal to boot.
Well, had to make sure that he didn't get the genuine baguette jump, because that would be illegal. He's not French. I did not see whether Muffin was going for the blind movement there or not. Was just doing a little quick update on some stats, but looks like he is through just fine, heading towards Grotto Cycle himself. Going to get the rekindle on the right side. A little bit slow there for Sirius. Wasn't terribly confident in his rekindle there. Couldn't hear whether or not it just didn't go off or not. But ooh, Muffin taking a little bit of a fall there off of the I-beam, but second attempt is good for the Grotto skip, and he is going to be coming up now into one of the more difficult sections of wall jump, double jump movement here in the Enter Ginzo split series with the dash glide over the cutscene, as we're going to be heading on now towards Ginzo Tree to acquire a bash.
Yeah, but before we do that, we're going to see a bit of a route divergence too, as Muffin is kinda getting up his water vein. He will afterwards have to pick up a health cell for his HP route, so that will lose him some more time in this split over Sirius. He is now heading up, getting the Terra Break AC up here, as Muffin is doing. And when I say Grotto Skip Light, it is a lot easier, but it's still some slippery walls. Now is on 5 HP, which will save him some time in Ginso compared to Sirius later. But for now, that means we're a bit slower on this. Sirius already at the Swamp Teleporter, and since he did double jump blind movement, we're not gonna see any game storage shenanigans or similar. Also, HP is going to become a bit of a point of thinking about here, seeing how he took an extra Crusher Cycle hit, but we are at the Ginso tree now, and that means it is time to go up.
Yeah, one of the things that Muffin does that's the extra HP there is actually quite nice for if you watch the first room when he enters Ginzo. He actually goes up the left side of the room that Sirius is in now, doing a little bit of a damage boost. So it gives him just a little bit of extra HP for management and to mitigate any possible spaghetti. Sirius with a nice little hairpin turnaround there to climb up the wall, directly going for the telehops. Very difficult to do with only double jump and not triple jump, and he nails it, making it look easy. Up into the third room now as Muffin has touched the swamp teleporter and activated it. Going to be starting his Ginzo climb shortly. Got a nice little drop here for Sirius through the portals. Will we get the Mr. Asthma cycle? Yes, buffering the save as he goes on through and sets up the cycle in this room here. Then will we get the meme jumps? Sirius, you got to do the dashes and the jumping. No, you're just going to hold on to it. He is indeed playing seriously. Left side of your screen, we're going to see Muffin, his approach here on the left side of Ginzo. That's the damage boost that I was talking about. And then he goes for the wraparound jump just under the spikes there. And coming up top, just a neat little kind of personal style touch that Muffin puts on his runs. Always a pleasure to see him change things up.
Yeah, those 5 HP also allow that. Oh, Sirius barely missing the last few shots there. Means he will be on a 4 cycle, so if Muffin gets a perfect Ginso mini-boss with his no quick frame approach, that would mean they get the same amount of cycles, but let's be real, getting 4 cycle without quick flame is really, really hard, so let's hope mini-boss plays nice. For now, Sirius is done with that part, so let's see if he can set up a hyperspeed save here at the lower door, and no, does not get a hyperspeed, which means we are going to bash the normal way. Now on the left, Muffin now in his mini-boss gets 5 volleys in on the first spawn, gets a respawn, but misses the 5th volley, so that is an extra cycle right here. Already can't quite make the 4 cycle, so it is now time for Sirius to go up and go for the key dupe.
Muffin guessed for the right side spawn there and went for a dash glide. Thankfully, the respawn on the mid boss was relatively quick, as was his adjustment to get back to the left side, so didn't lose as much time as he could have there. Sirius setting up for the ghost door with a high position save, collecting the keystones here. We're going to see another little bit of a divergence from Muffin. He does do a 4 keystone grab, I believe, instead of the usual 3. Key dupe look good for Sirius, as we are going to see Muffin. Did he get the dash off there if he goes for it? No, he's just going for the regular. And he will be collecting his bash tree. Muffin about 30 seconds behind PB. Sirius's bash time was 13:44, so nearly a minute separating the runners. Seems like quite a bit, particularly for this juncture of the run. But reminder that Muffin is a lot more familiar with what's 20 seconds route than Sirius is. Sirius learned it specifically for this race. So some of that lack of familiarity may come into play later on, but for sure, Sirius is probably feeling fairly comfortable with this lead at the moment and able to relax. And Muffin, for his part, despite having that, it's very hard sometimes to not go on tilt when you have an early death like that he had heading into BRB. He has calmed his nerves down, and he is, for the most part here, playing very well. Not a whole lot of spaghetti on his part, and you like to see him just bear down on that and continue to perform at the level that we know he's capable of.
Yeah, also here you can see that a different thing Muffin likes to do, boosting up the bramble wall instead of going on the lower way. That is always very, very nice to see, and this kind of small style thing you alluded to. Meanwhile, what we missed is Sirius picking up an extra 200 XP left of the Grotto TP using one of those pause floats he brought to this game. Oh, dunks the frog, Ringo taking a bath, and so does Sirius. That is, well, not as huge of a death as it could be, but still pretty huge. That is a lot of time lost, which means Muffin can now catch up, but also takes a bit of a spike death here on the 200 and now grabbing it on the second attempt. Sirius not being able to grab the double bash on the frog. That's just, those are those seconds, right? And now in this stage of the run where a lot of double bashes come into play later, a lot of grenade jumps, all these things that are super hard to execute and you can bleed seconds everywhere, that is exactly what Muffin needs to catch up here.
Yeah, absolutely. And actually, Sirius has been struggling with swamp entry generally so far throughout the tournament. Currently, coming into this race, was sitting at 33% on the attempt. So, another, if you include the fact that the first shot missed as well as dunking Ringo, that was another 2 attempts that went awry for Sirius. Ended up losing a fair bit of time here. Old school setup from Muffin for the swamp entry, not going for the double bash. Does get it first try and is now progressing on the way to the stomp tree as well. Sirius has stomp and is going to be coming down to do reverse Ringo strats. Having a little bit of trouble with that I-beam as the runner's high 5. And we'll see whether or not Ringo behaves for Sirius on the way back through to collect the ability cell momentarily. Looks like Muffin is through off of the damage boost. And another underwater XP pickup. Again, this is what's 20 seconds routing for some extra XP or C-dash, all that good stuff. Now, Ringo is up in a pretty good position here for Sirius. Extra bash just for a little bit of safety. And he gets through that as well. And Muffin taking the Mortar Shark in an interesting angle there to exit the stomp tree. Curl cutscene skip. Ideally, you will not see anything here. Right side of your screen, Sirius is through.
Yes, he is, and we have words from our stats team here. Muffin has caught up by 20 seconds. So if you're asking what's 20 seconds, apparently it's Stomp Split. That is 20 seconds. Muffin closing the gap here a bit. Sirius not opting to do task double bashes for the Spider cutscene skip. One thing I can definitely understand, but I'm still gonna be sad not to see. But now we're on to C Flame for him. That means we have time to look on the left side as Muffin is setting up for Kuro cutscene skip, and no bird here either. So very nicely done, no lore. For now, it means also that with the early C-dash route that our runners are taking, we are getting a C-dash quite a bit faster. You can see Sirius already up to air dash here on that save anywhere and still has 3 ability cells to spare. We are skilling 1 here to skip the 1 minute long growth teleporter cutscene, but now there is an extra ability cell right at the start of Valley entry, and that means we have charge dash, and that also means we can play a lot faster here. Charge dashing to the bird already, and hey, you think anyone is gonna see juggle that frog up?
I doubt it, but it'd be kind of funny if it happened. This is very all salesy with that early seed dash. Yeah, maybe the runners will go and play some all sales after this. Yeah, tournament over. Switch to all sales. We need some more all sales runners. Shameless plug. Bird Boss is not a boss at all for Sirius, getting this not very nicely as we are getting Valley entry access here for Muffin. The charge dashes up through these spiders. So comfortable to do. This shot, I'm not going to tell you whether or not it is good or bad because it is impossible to tell as a commentator. We'll just have to see whether or not it is. Looks like the timing is fine, and yes, the shot is good for Sirius. Fast Stompless successfully performed. Just some update on some stats for you. Curve cutscene skip both of the runners. Still 100% for that trick, and Sirius currently 100% as well for Stompless, as we're going to see Muffin getting up to it very shortly as well. You need the... Okay, I thought he was going to bypass that for a second. I think you need that. And yeah, so he's going to be going for a Stompless now. Left side of your screen, the spider shot safety save as well. I don't know how you can see the shot through that, but that's okay. Again, not telling you whether or not the shot is good because it's impossible. So we have Sorrow Bash on the right side. I will let you back in momentarily, Zem. Yes, that is a good Stompless for Muffin, and he is 100% on that trick in the tournament.
Yeah, both tricks working well on the same time here for both of our runners. Now Sirius having back into Sorrow, breaking the first floor, jumping right after. That means, as we like to call it, charge jump acquired, gonna happen in just a few seconds here before he gets to Terra break upwards, get his Sunstone and all that jazz. That means on the left, let's have a look. at Muffin's Sorrow Bash attempts, opting for the safety save here in front of them, and has also the option to do a damage boost here if he chooses to. That is a damage boost. Does not get into the glide on the second, so that will be an extra attempt for Muffin here, where he does this kind of sea-juggly way of getting through, gets through on the second time, and can now head up through the rest of Sorrow. Murders his bird. That will lose quite a few seconds because there's no wind here, and even if there was gliding, sure is a lot slower than rocket jumping up, but now he can kind of recover, go back towards his charge jump with a bit of a different keystone collection route here, and yeah, as he is heading through Dorito Caverns, already takes 1 damage, all right, and takes a
No.
death all the way back to Sorrow Bash. All right, that one hurt.
Oh my god, that is so painful. Muffin was almost through. Or he take, Muffin, or he take. Yeah, that's gonna definitely be more than a minute now. They were 43 seconds apart at Feather, was already gonna be a little bit over a minute before that death in the spicy. I can't come up with a good name for Dorito Caves very quickly. Takes another dash into the spice. No, Muffin! We didn't place a safety save either! No!
Alright, that one really hurt. You can see him pausing, taking a bit of a moment to take a breath here, and then opting back for it. Let's hope Sorrow is a bit nicer now, because that one was really rough. Now, on the right, however, Sirius opting to do the thing that is why what's 20 seconds is a different round. We have not been going to Misty yet. Instead, it is time for grenade immediately. Oh, nice rocket jump off the bailing. That's a nice threat. I haven't seen that one before. Now getting his third point into Purple Tree, which means he can go to grenade. And sadly not grenade jump out of Black Root quite yet, but it does mean once we're in the second half of Misty, which is where we're going next, we will be able to see all those grenade jumps.
Yeah, for sure. I do like that pause from Muffin to take his time and calm himself down. And obviously paid off. He got through afterwards as well. So he's definitely, unfortunately, in the position now where Sirius has to make a cavalcade of mistakes in order to come back in this one, I think. And the way that Sirius has been playing so far, really the only notable error is on Swamp Entry, and other than that, Sirius has been playing quite cleanly. So he's out of grenade now. We will keep you posted, of course, on the time that Muffin gets to grenade. Sirius hit it at about 23:42. As we are going to get the reload hyper speed here from Sirius heading into Misty. Very nice. I like to see that coming in. And now we get the stomp cancels and the recharge dash refund energy. All the speedy Z's going on here in Misty. Rocket jump off of the Frankie. Look, position's looking good. Yep, 1, 2, and a stair cancel to boot. Very nice. Oh, Sirius. So he's got the sunglasses on right now with those stair cancels. You good, boy.
I mean, you can say it's just swag running. I say, hey, it also saves time, right? At least it does in my heart. So I am not going to call this swag. It is just all skill and all fast. Now, C dashes through the spikes. 1, 2, 3 taps of glide on the way down, charge jumping up, and this is the moment we've been waiting for and why we called dibs on this match. Climb, grenade, charge jump. Gonna dash to the left wall, set up 1 grenade jump down. Let's go, continue bonking on the floor, gets the charge jump out. Now charge jumping over, third grenade jump, not missed a single one. Let's go back fourth. Here's the safety save. Can he get through the laser? First try through the laser. And with that, now my contribution, up we go. Sirius just nailing every single one, dropping down further, and Shave take over. I can't breathe. It's too many grenade jumps and not a single one is failing.
I really hope we got somebody counting these grenade jumps right now, because I haven't been. Oh, the stall off the grenade jump too for the rocket jump off the slime into the meatball caverns. Let's go with the speeds. Setting up for this one too, through where you would normally go off of the other Frankie. No, the other. He's got a chair. He's got a chair. Okay, he's run away from the chair. He's fine. Everything is okay. Will we see a mini boss? That is the question. Is it Bang Zoom or Bang Blorp? It is indeed Bang Zoom for Sirius. And we update from liftoff on the truck. Thank you very much. 2 minutes and 27 seconds behind currently is Muffin, as he is heading into Misty. But a lot of the difficult portions here of Misty are done for Sirius. Nice Terra jump as well coming out of that one through the little corridor with the projectile shooter. And yeah, at this point,
loaded. He is so fast, the game just can't keep up with his Misty. He has only missed a single one, admittedly twice, but otherwise every single one of those one-frame grenade jumps has been absolutely nailed, and
3.
I cursed it. So yeah, I guess it's 3 now, but that wasn't a Misty, that doesn't count, that's not part of what's 20 seconds. Oh my god, just grenade jumping for good. Yeah, that's gonna save time,
yeah,
I'm
let's
sure.
go.
Yeah, why not? One more here, yeah, sure. Having up, and now, what's an elemental anyway? Oh my god, that angle, I've never seen that one, I'm stealing that. And now there is one important one missing. Alright, Patera jump. And yeah, if you thought we have some time, thanks to Door Warp coming up. Hey, guess who else just got his grenade jumps?
Yeah, the legend himself, Muffin, has acquired the grenade jumps. Does take a death there fairly early out of climb. A little bit unfortunate, but that's okay. He's going to be sitting up again here on the left wall. Door warp for Sirius is first try. Very nice, I think. Yep, he is 2 for 2 on door warps in the tournament. And beginning the final escape, won't be going for the warp skip grenade jump. As you can see, he's obviously watching the cutscene here. Muffin didn't go through the laser grenade jump. Oh no, stuffed into the spikes. Reset back to the climb tree. Grenade jumping straight into the spikes again. He's going to reset that one, that's fine. Question will be, on the right side of your screen, are we going to see the double grenade jump final room from Sirius? Whiffs on the first grenade jump here, actually, and that lava pillar is in the way. He's got to wait it out, but does get the second grenade jump through. Now heading into the elemental room, does get the charge flame, and very low on that, but nice angle. He is cleanly through into the poison water. Ooh, his dash, he bonked there. Fishes might be just a little bit out of position. Is no. Oh yeah, he's going for a different setup. Yep, there it is.
Oh yeah! Oh my god, I'm so proud of you, Sirius. Going for the double grenade jump final room. Left fish in the water. Gets out. GG. That was a race, and that was a run.
That is not going to be a PB for Sirius, but it is fairly close. I think it's going to be roughly a 30-11, if I got my timing right. But man, on fire, Sirius. If it wasn't for Swamp Entry going sideways on him, that absolutely would have been a PB. But just a little bit of extra spaghetti there. We do see Bang Zoom Zoom from Muffin, one of the many different ways the mini boss can be killed. He hops too. Sirius, GG sir. 30-08 is your final time. Sirius will be advancing on to the next round of the tournament. I do not believe I closed the bracket like a silly person. I don't think his opponent has been... Yes, his opponent has been chosen. He's going against the #1 seed Rin in the quarterfinals, and we'll be changing to best of 3 for that. So looking forward to what is undoubtedly going to be an absolutely fantastic race between those. But we've still got Muffin here persevering through on the left side. Heart of Steel, plenty of grenade jumps in Misty. Love to see it.
Yeah, it has been a bit rough with some of those levels, but still, Muffin showing off why he's the one who kinda pushes and pushes forwards 20 again and again. And now, which horror fields one are we gonna see? It is the horizontal one, Patera jump, and there we are at the door. There is like, yeah, there's a few decisions to be made. I don't think we're gonna see warm skip here. Instead, we're gonna see about 1,000,000 energy burned very fast. But first, it is door warp time. So let's see if Muffin can get this first try here. And yes, he can indeed. Now heading into the final room, getting an immediate shot through. And with that, Muffin too can show off his final escape. And it might even consist of more grenade jumps than Sirius one.
Maybe. I don't know how you can add a whole. Oh, there's actually one you can add if you kind of do the randomizer strat, heading off to the left side of the sort of first room here. But I don't think he's going to go for that. I think he's just going to go straight through. Yeah, all right. I mean, it's not adding one, it's just changing your position, and it's slower, but it's also hilarious. So I guess the charged flame through the wall, already down to 1 energy, does hit the invisible wall of flame there at the end, takes a small net. Gonna have to set that up again. That's okay. Oh no, he is he is going for it.
There we go, 2 extra grenade jumps. Well, I guess 1 since we didn't see Lantern on, but now also through the elemental room down into the water. Fish cycles are incredibly mean here. That was technically she's setting up. That is the setup for triple G jump. Misses the first one. Oh, also misses the second one. Seems to have been a bit climb storage there. That is sad, but he was going for it. But now he is up on the upper setup, setting up his last one, and GG Muffin, even with all of that, it is still a 33.
Well, 33, about 33, 40. Very well done, considering, you know, everything. I probably would have alt F4'd, so I definitely applaud Muffin for that sick run in spite of everything. It's hard in a race setting, you know, when something like Sarabash goes sideways like that, and then you die in the Dorito Caverns, man. Like, my heart goes out to you, bud. Well played, though, nonetheless. Hops, yes, we get the hops. Excellent. And we will be sad to see Muffin go, of course, as we were sad to see everybody go in the tournament. But he's got a lot of speedrunning stuff up ahead, so we wish him well for that for sure. You'll have 4 GDQ hotfixes, as mentioned. If you missed it off the top of the broadcast, he is going to be a super busy boy come May. So okay, yep. I just needed to read something there quickly. We're gonna get set up here for interviews. As we have Sirius on deck, we'll be pulling Sirius in here to have a wee chat. Sirius, man, like 8 seconds from getting another PB in this tournament, you're going up against CovertMuffin. That was a performance, sir. GG. How does it feel to have done what's 20 seconds and nearly getting a 29 with it?
Oof, it felt primarily exhausting. I was building up nervosity throughout that run, and it never really got released because I never really screwed anything majorly up. Oof, rough.
Yeah, you were just hitting grenade jump after grenade jump, some swag jumps on top of it to boot, and nothing really went that wrongly. So I gotta give you that personal question. I see you found yourself a nice left bash fish cycle there. Final room grenade jump. You're still willing to do that on that pace in a race?
Yes, obviously, clearly, evidently.
Don't really have more to say about that one. That was crazy.
Okay, the Horrorfields Health Cell Grenade Jump. Why? And also, thank you.
You're very welcome.
That was so good. Obviously you've got Rin coming up in your next match before we pull Muffin in here and start chatting with him. Number 1 seed in the tournament, but in a no reset situation, as intimidating as that might be, it's very easy for one thing to kind of go sideways and to lose a minute, and so I just wanted to ask you how you're feeling about your gameplay overall, and how you think you stack up against Rin.
Well, I won't dare to try compare myself to Rin or... But I feel like I am pretty close to a PB, so couldn't we just win both? Rin proceeds, I get a PB. Wouldn't that
Yeah,
be the perfect outcome?
you know what? I'd be down for that.
Yeah, we can have a nice series where you PB once, and then you PB even more with Rin getting spaghetti, and then you PB a third time. That sounds like a plan, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, just PB 3 times in a row. That's just to make sure you take one off of Rin so we get all 3. Oh, good God. I that was one of the most fun races to watch with the West. I'm so glad that you guys agreed to West 20 seconds. It was a lot. Was it as much fun for you to perform as it was for us to watch?
Yes, definitely. Would not have wanted to do it any other way.
And
Uh,
speaking of what's 20 seconds, Muffin also joining us here for interview. Hey Muffin, GG's.
Yo, GG.
Ori hug, buddy. Oh man, it was rough to watch, honestly. Cause I know how you are with performances, and I just want to say you put on a hell of a show, dude. For that to for what went wrong, for you to buckle down and perform as well as you did, I could not have done that, and I am so heckin' proud of you. So I just wanted to say that at the start. Unfortunately, we will see you out of the tournament here, but you are going to be a busy boy coming up in May, and you've got a bunch of GDQ hotfix stuff. So why don't you tell us about what you got lined up for your other speed stuffs?
Yeah, so for hotfix, on May 4th, I am going to be performing again for Mercy Kill, which is a show where you are not allowed to practice ahead of time. And they have slotted me for 3 Jedi Knight games, which are the hardest and most complicated games I have ever speedrun. And so that is going to be really fun. I had a lot of fun on that one last time. And I set really competitive estimates for that, and it was exciting. Besides that, I am also going to be performing Ori and the Blind Forest randomizer for a special accessibility showcase hosted by Fan, one of our own Ori fam community members. And that is going to be bringing on Aiko and Vulagen, especially Vula, for a lot of the work he has done around accessibility options, because the randomizer is just absolutely incredible in that regard with the added features. And with the upcoming 4.0 patch, there is triple, if not quadruple, the number of accessibility features that are going to be in the rando. So having him, as well as Aiko, the lead developer of the rando, on for that performance will be really special to me.
Yeah, that's gonna be good. Okay, so the one frame tricks that you saw throughout all this run with the grenade jumping everywhere, probably 18 or 19 between both of them, each rather. One of the things, if you're not aware, that they're putting into the randomizer is actually a one-button bind that will allow you to perform that grenade jump without having to worry about the one-frame thing. So that if you want a sort of a less stressful experience, more casual kind of being able to play the randomizer, but also do the speed stuff and go fast, that's one of the things that they're including. And I think it's really wonderful that Vula kind of spearheaded that, sort of on the heels of some discussion around Metroid Dread. And accessibility for leaderboard stuff there kind of sort of seemed to inspire that in a way, kind of continuing to push it. So I think that's pretty cool. Zemsis, do you have any questions for the Silent Donut?
Questions? No, I just wanna say thank you again for doing what's 20 here on stage.
that
The
was
the
so fun to
route
watch.
is so fun to watch, and it's also so incredibly hard to execute with all the grenade jumps you have to do, and then you also have to deal with charge dashing earlier than you usually have. Your psychics get harder and blacker than all. Just thank you for showing this off. It was incredible to watch, and just wanna say good luck to both of you, for you Muffin on your hotfix shows, and for Sirius when you get to face off Rin soon.
Great. Thank you so much for restreaming. I really appreciate it. GG's. Good luck, Sirius.
Thank you, GG.
Speaking of, we are going to have tomorrow at 3 o'clock UTC, which is like -6 for Mountain, -4 of that for Eastern, something like that. OG 1764 versus White Paws in the round of 16, going to be casted by Bobies and Liftoff, with Infinite on tracking and Rin on the restream. Do not have crews set up for the other matches that we have scheduled, but letting you know that they are happening on the 23rd, 7 p.m. UTC is Permarx versus Daroka, and 10 p.m. UTC, Matter Monkey versus Lester, and then on the 24th, Cheese Lover versus Infinite. That one going to be happening 10 a.m. UTC, so super early in the morning / late if you're in North America. And that is what we have got going on for you in the All Skills tournament. For Zemsis, so my name is Shafe, and on crew we had Liftoff and Grease on the restream, Liftoff on truck. Thank you very much, everybody, and we'll see you again soon for more Ori action.